Okay, hey, welcome everybody to the Wednesday night next super stock chart chat, the 10Bagger chart chat, where we will be speaking about we're focusing on stocks which are in our next super stock universe. So these are again stocks which we believe have 10x to 100x upside potential. Let me just add before I start that these are very risky stocks. You can lose all or part of your money if you invest or trade in these stocks. So do not do not get involved in any of these stocks unless you are prepared to take a risk and you want that big upside and you're willing to lose your entire investment. So that being said, also we have the full disclaimer. So not a recommendation to buy, sell securities or compensated by the companies discussed in this live stream unless otherwise stated. Let us get into today's live stream here. We got some very busy weeks, so sorry I have not been able to do this every day here. A lot of action in these stocks. I mean, and also quite frankly, I did not really want to do this Monday, Tuesday when some of these things were just exploding, because I don't want it to seem like I'm hyping these things, because we're not hyping it. We're just showing the chart, what's happening. For example, Trip. What else? What others? I mean, Trip was just that basically tripled in a week essentially, and a couple of others. So we don't want to seem like we're hyping these things, which we are not hyping these stocks. We're just kind of bringing you the companies, bringing you the presentations, and what I do here is essentially this is opinion only, where I just discuss the charts because I think it's important to have that technical perspective covered. We talk about these companies have again, we're focused on three things. One is they to qualify to be the next super stock. Essentially, we're looking for things which are for stocks which are almost a sure thing. Okay, as close as you can get to what I believe is a sure thing. So you have again let me run down the list. I don't want to bore you, but these are stocks which have they're going after multi-billion-dollar market opportunities, multiple catalysts in place, and they're at a key inflection point right now. So there's going to be massive growth coming up, and that's what we want to catch. We want to catch them right at that inflection point. And the other things which we talk about on our the webinar, which is on our channel, which really spends a lot of time explaining, is I like things which are undervalued compared to their peers. So you start off with an edge over there. We want a CEO that gets it, when it comes to stock. So he understands the value of promotion, why it's important, why you need to have investor awareness to create that liquidity and get things going, because the stock does influence the fundamentals. That tail does wag the dog. So if you have somebody that understands it, that's a big help. And I also do look at the charts. I really do look at the charts before I get involved with these things. So I want all the stars lined up for the next super stock. So that's why we want to have things which are very the stars are aligned for success. Okay, so we got this. All right, I'm gonna start. Okay, so we got requests. I'll get to PKK in just a second. So let me get to. I'm gonna start with logic. This is our chart of the day. Why is this important? Because it's finally happening. It's finally happening. I mean, I've been talking about this for the last month, 4 weeks. I've been saying, okay, this thing is going to break out, and we've gotten faked out, 4 or 5 times, and finally, it started working. So really, you started all of a sudden. You're starting to see some impressive buying coming in. I want you to look at this volume here. So we had a breakout today. Today was a key breakout. Today was the big day. By the way, the CEO, he actually filed a Form D. He actually was buying some stock. I think he picked up like 10,000 shares. It's $100,000, which is $100,000 is real money, right? That's American dollars, by the way, for all you Canadians watching. So that is real money. And he's going to be on the live stream tomorrow. Brent Sun, Logic, 12:30. We have the links for that on our channel. So we have Logic and also Iconic Brands. Tomorrow, starting 12:30, we got a very busy day tomorrow. We got Logic, Iconic, we got Cross River Ventures and Cabin, KABN, at 2:30 Eastern Time. So a very, very exciting day tomorrow. So anyway, bottom line is Logic is breaking out. I think we're going to see, again, the target that we have on Logic is $40 US, American dollars. Could happen very quickly. Again, this thing is very thin, not a lot of shares out. Again, they're cheap compared to their peer group. I mean, if you value this compared to like SE and all the others, the Asian fintech e-commerce stocks that it's in that universe, this thing should be $40. So they're going to be trading on Neo Exchange hopefully very soon. We're going to find out tomorrow on the update on that. So again, we're expecting some big news coming up. Okay, let's go to. I'll go to PKK. So I know we have people who have to go to bed. Okay. I got. For some reason, this thing does not pull up. I think Big Charts is not cooperating on Peak. I'm going to use the American, the US. Okay. Peak is hanging out. It's building a base. Look, this, contrary to what some of you believe, I know many of you believe that the minute you buy a stock, the market must make the stock go up 500%, 1,000%, within 3 days because they know that you own it. As we've said before, that's not how it works. These things sort of do have their own, their own pace, their own rhythm, and this is just it's building a base. You had a big run, not a huge run, but a decent run. It's building a base. I'll even look at the 10-day chart here. It's basically, we're going to see probably a few weeks of consolidation. I think we're going to see that on a lot of our stocks. You're going to see kind of a common theme that probably into the end of the year up until January, I think we're going to see some consolidation. Here's what I'm thinking. Here's what I think is happening right now. I think a lot of these stocks are consolidating, and we're going to see a massive explosion in January. We're going to see a huge run up in January in these stocks, and we'll see what happens after that. But I think January is, and I think the market is basically waiting for a lot of people to give up on some of these names, which is the way it works. And the markets are perverse. The idea is you will usually do the opposite of what you want. So, I don't know. This chart is kind of, it's kind of a neutral. I think it's kind of it's trying to build a base. You have this kind of, I don't know, you want to see a head and shoulders, reverse head and shoulders, bottom. I think they're building a base. We know that there's fundamentals, there's a pipeline of news happening. So that to me leads me to believe that, that this is going to break out at some point. So I think January, but for first, second week of January, I'm actually thinking first week. I think the first week of January is going to be insane. I think we're going to a few, kind of quiet weeks right now, starting pretty much now. We're already, next week, what is it? Next week, next week, we got Christmas and we got New Year's, the next 2 weeks. So we are, it's going to be a little bit quiet. I think there's going to be some tax loss selling, whatever, all sorts of tax maneuvering. And again, some of these companies have also raised money recently. They had warrant exercises. So there's selling pressure on some of it. There's a lot of things working to kind of keep a lot of these things like in sort of neutral. But I think when it runs, it's going to be big. It looks like a couple months before peak breakout. I think it could be about 3 weeks. I think, you talk about 3 weeks. So first week of January. Johnson was just on. Was it? yeah, a few days ago. He'll be on probably. I think we'll have a lot of these guys back last week of um, of December, and then we'll come back in January. It's just going to be, we're heading into a kind of a quiet period. But here's the thing. Again, like I said, the markets are perverse. Just when you think, oh, it'll do the opposite. Again, like Logic, it's finally broke out. I mean, Logic could double. I mean, LGIQ could double in like the next 2 weeks. I mean, it could run to like $20, and nobody will even notice. I know a lot of you guys think, oh, it's overpriced. Oh, it's $12. Oh my God, I only buy 5-cent stocks. So instead of buying 1,000 shares, you buy, 10 shares or whatever the math is, 100 shares. It's the same. The percentages are all the same. You have to realize that. I mean, I know, like, some guys think they're like Gordon Gekko when they buy, a million shares of a half a penny stock. That's like 10 grand. It's no, I mean, it's the same, percentages are the same, and you have with Logic, you have that high probability because again, it is a thin float, so that thing could run. Okay, so we did peak. Okay, of course not peak. Let's go to Trip today. You guys, I don't know if you saw the live stream of Trip. We get Todd. Again, this story is just getting started. I mean, look, the company's been around a few months, and they were really like they were just like kind of building things up until I would say October, November. They got onto shelves I think in October in the Netherlands with the magic truffles. So this thing is in its first phase right now. It's in that kind of first wave. It's just I think just last week, when we first put them on the live stream, that's when it really came onto the got on the map of the investor map, so to speak. So yeah, so this is basically let me go back to so basically Trip, Red Light Holland, I believe we're just getting started right here, and what is this, guys? It's funny comments here. Yeah. So this is getting started. I'm going to pull up the 10-day chart so you see the short term, because when you see this big spike, you kind of do want to see what's happening. You want to go for a close up to see the real picture where it's going short term. So we see a little bit of pressure on the stock. It's selling off, and again, if you're on our Telegram, you need to be look. Our Telegram app, there's a link below the video that subscribe Telegram. Click on that. So I think I put out a Telegram today, early this morning, saying, hey, right as it opens, say 30 cents would be key support level. And I did say I was expecting it to close positive. It did not close positive, but it did bounce to 41 cents, and it closed closed back to trying to test that support level. So I think we're in that support range right now, 30 cents. Looking at closely, could go to 25 cents. Not out of the realm of possibility, and that would be fine. I mean, really, if you look at the breakout, so you had a breakout from, let's call it 15 cents to 55, so it's 40 cents, 20. So 35 cents is really the 50% retracement of that move. And it could go 60%, which is, what a lot of times we see on these CSE stocks because they're volatile. It's funny. I was actually told by a guy who's very active in the CSE. He says, hey, the reason why these stocks are so volatile, why they drop like 50% after a big run up, is nobody believes in these CSE stocks. So, so that's why people are just panic. They just, they take the money and run. But yeah. I think this is true. Here, look, we got the big guy. Shanghai Joe is going to be president in January, and this is these guys are the let's face it, they're pro legalization. I think there's I think there's going to be a big push. I mean that there's going to be a lot of push for also legalization, everything else. Yeah, I mean, if they're cutting back on police, defunding police, all this nonsense that they're doing in a lot of these Oregon, Portland, Seattle, DC, all the bastions of the liberals. Look, if you're gonna cut back on the police, one of the things you're gonna have to do is probably decriminalize any kind of substances or whatever it is, because I mean, you want the cops to focus on more serious things like murder, et cetera, et cetera. So we're going to see some positive news, I believe, in the mushroom space, in this year. So look, actually, I'll tell you what, a lot of our stocks are positioned to benefit from kind of the Biden, the big guy. Whether you like it or not, look, at least you'll make money in some of these stocks. We'll see what happens. I don't know if it's going to last, but you can make a lot of money right now, and that is our strategy. Our strategy is to make a lot of money into let's say at least January, and then we'll see what happens. I mean, I think there's going to be big opportunities. I'm getting ready for some big opportunities, maybe 6 months out. If there's a big correction, I think we're going to have some massive opportunities, and I have a big plan. I have a plan to capitalize on that, which is I have the 100-bagger plan, which might come in sometime in March or May. We'll see what happens. Matthew, FCO is going to be back soon. I think they have some news. I think he's going to be back soon. He had some great news. I know the stock really did not react. I mean, it's starting drilling. I mean, it's crazy. The stock did not react. So we got this crazy. Again, it's hard to pull up their chart for the 1 year because they just started trading really. So I'll give you the close-up because this is really what's happening. So, a lot of you maniacs jumped on the stock the minute we announced the live stream. So it went from 7 cents to 13 cents in a couple of hours. So basically doubled. This doubled. I know a lot of you want like the stock to be a 10-bagger in 2 hours, but this was like a double in a few hours. And of course, look, it sold off, profit taking. Okay, now it's getting back to normal. And they look at this, looks like a double bottom is forming. It looks like somebody was buying at the close right here. Some bargain hunters. So I think we're building a base right now, and we're gonna see what happens. I mean, again, this company, the fundamentals look very impressive, as Matthew is pointing out right here. And we're going to find out. It's interesting. Yeah, right. That's the problem. You don't know. They both have kind of like big these big projects which could be huge. They're both exciting stories. You don't know. You may have to go 50-50. So we'll find out. I think we're. Listen, with gold, with silver exploration, you don't know until the drills start turning, or actually maybe even sooner, because they do, the other discovery stuff there with LiDAR and all these new technologies. Okay, we're gonna have CRVC on tomorrow. The link is already up on our YouTube channel, and we are going to have FCO back, I think, probably next week. I think he's going to be back next week. So yeah, both companies have good stuff happening. Again, we're going to see things happening over the next couple of weeks. I agree. Yeah, we had some pretty good Q&A. And I think we're going to have Bruce Linton at some point. We're going to have Bruce Linton on the show. We got super chat. Whoa, super chat. Super chat. All right. Eric Sue, $5 super chat. So, Eric, which day Steve will be on next? Well, this week is pretty much done, right? So we're committed for this week, unless he had some crazy news before. But I'm going to pull up the CBDT chart right now. He's probably going to be on next week. Okay, Steve McCauley next week, I'm expecting. Okay, now the Mac is freezing up, of course. Okay, so while the Mac is waiting for the page to load here, Steve will be back probably next week. They got some interesting pipeline of news happening. I'm looking forward to learning more. The chart is actually looking good. Once the Mac loads, we'll see. Here we go. All right. By the way, I think Steve Jobs, he invented Apple as a result of taking mushrooms, magic mushrooms. So now, if he had taken a red light Holland, if Steve Jobs had taken a red light Holland magic truffles, we would not have these problems with the Mac computers and any of those problems that you have with Apple. It's a problem because he took the wrong stuff. That's what happens. You got to take the good quality product. The chart is, hang on. Okay, all right, there we go. It might be the internet connection. Okay. Hey, the CBDT thing looks good. The CBDT looks good. It's actually acting better than I was expecting. It's hanging on pretty strongly. There's bids coming in, so there is support. I believe CBDT right now is in phase 1 of the run. And why do I say it's in phase 1? Very simple reason. They do have good fundamentals, right? Okay. So yeah, we got the big run up. We're gonna see some consolidation here, right? And my target on this is really a buck plus into January on CBDT. And yeah, so we got so CBDT is looking good. And why do I say the fundamentals are better than ever? It's because the company is loaded with cash now. They got all the warrant exercises coming in. This company is going to be loaded. The stock is up. Steve is a pretty sharp guy. I mean, he comes from like a real corporate background, M&A background. He did what did he work? Penske Automotive. What's the other place he worked? I think it was GE. So he knows the DNA. The M&A is in his DNA. So I think he might make some acquisitions. He might use that stock, the cash, as currency to make acquisitions. He seems like the type of guy who moves quick on an opportunity. Yeah, he's definitely a guy who knows how to pivot. I don't know him that well. Again, I only know him for like a month, 2 months. You kind of takes a while to get to know these guys. My sense is he is a guy that can pivot, and he probably will take advantage of what's happening in the market right now. And when he does, it's just going to reinforce the picture. So, the next super chat. Wow, we got big high rollers coming in today. We got $4.99 US dollars. We got $5.99, $4.99. A new router. Is it the new router? What is the problem with this freezing up? It's only happening on this Mac. I was talking about this before. I don't know if it's a router. We're going to find out. Thank you, R Porsche. Let's see here. What's going on here? Oh, look at this. Oh, Singapore. Robin K. Are you in Robin? Are you in Singapore right now? It must be, what is it? Is it in the morning for you? The Macallan comes in. It's not gonna, if CBDT goes to $1, it's gonna have to be like better than the 80. I think it's like they have a 20 something, right? You know. So the Macallan date, CBDT Macallan date will be January 12th at 2 p.m. No, I don't know. I'm expecting a blowout in January. It might go to $1.50. Who knows? I don't know. You know, listen, here's the thing. If CBDT, if Steve, I think here is the catalyst. Here is the thing you got to watch for. If Steve makes a transformative acquisition, if he uses the stock and the cash he's getting as currency to really buy something great, it's going to take off. Look, I'm using Nextech as the template. NTAR. Steve, you know, I mean, he knows that story. He knows what the deal was. I mean, that company basically was transformed as a result of the stock price. The stock price made the fundamentals. So when that thing moved from, you know, started moving from like $1.50 to $2.50, and it broke out to, you know, $5, $7, that's when everything changed. I think Steve will pivot. Again, if you are watching this for the first time, I would suggest you go to our website, wallstreetreporter.com. Right there, wallstreetreporter.com. We are on Telegram. We are in Discord. And press the like button on the YouTube. We need this for the algorithm. We need to get to 100,000 subscribers by May of this year. So we got 5 months. 5 months to get to 100,000 subscribers. I like to think big. We're going to go for a 20-bagger right here. And that's going to be the time for, I believe that's when we're going to do our big event in Vancouver. Big event in Vancouver. So we need 100,000 subscribers. So press the like button, subscribe. Subscribe several times. You just open multiple accounts and subscribe. Whatever needs to be done. Okay, so oh wait, the Lambo's out. It's out of the ditch. I mean, that was an old video. This thing was up to $2. Come on, man. You got. Well, it's funny. After I put out that video with the purple Lamborghini in the ditch, everything took off. I mean, everything doubled and tripled in the next couple of days. So, yep. A lot of good things happening. Yeah, let's get those algos. Press the like button 5 or 6 times, and make sure you click on the ads after the live thing. Make sure you click on all the ads multiple times. Spencer King, how much did you make, and did you sell? What price did you get in, and when did you get out? Because I mean, that was a big run. I do not begrudge anybody for taking a big profit right there, because once this thing breaks at $1.50, it's a 5-bagger. You want to take some profits, get your principal out, and then come back in at some point, right? So like right around now, we'll see. We've got to see what's happening. We're gonna find out. We'll take a look at the chart. Look, listen, all these stocks have to pull back, right? At some point, right? Everything pulls back. Whoa. Hang on a second. We got a second. ESC, you're in at 50 cents. You got out at $1.78. That's a 3-bagger. Jay, where's the super chat? There's got to be at least a $5.99 super chat, a $6.99, because I think we had a $5.99. So we're hoping that you're going to make a $6.99. Spencer, well, we got some smart guys here. This guy got out at the peak, in at 74, out at 190, and you grabbed the sweet spot. So I think we're going to see an entry point coming into ESC. So if you miss the big run, you're going to have another bite at the apple coming up. A lot of these stocks, you want to get in. You want to get in on the next go round. again, they all go in multiple waves. So I think we saw wave 1 for ESC and CBDTs in wave 1. And then they go wave 2, wave 3, So let's see here. Jason, oh my God, we got a lot. I don't know if you guys, we gotta see some screenshots of these. Oh, you sold half. That's a smart move. Yeah. So you're holding the position. You're basically owning it for free now. $1 in at 42 out. See, five baggers. By the way, if you're watching this stuff, we're going to be doing a little marketing type of video. So if you have made money in these stocks, if you have like 5x, whatever, any kind of crazy gains or anything, send in a testimonial. If you want to send in a video, okay, if you want to send in a video, I don't know how you do like a phone thing. You make a 5-second thing saying, I made $5 million with Wall Street Reporter picks, whatever. Don't use the word picks. Wall Street Reporter stocks. I appreciate that. We're going to put together like a whole thing. So if you've actually done it, great. If you have screenshots, better. You can cross out your name, whatever you want to do. It's going to be very cool. We're going to maybe be doing a contest. We're maybe doing a giveaway. We're going to do a giveaway. I'm going to see what we're going to give away. We're going to have prizes, big prizes. Jason, okay. Whoa, hang on. Whoa. Super chat. Oh, wow. I like this guy. $20.99 Canadian. Good job, bro. Okay, all right. Thank you, Open Heavens. I appreciate that you appreciate what we're doing here. And it is good. First 100K with fans. We're going to look at the fans chart. Fans is getting ready, I think, to make another run here. 9Life Media, send me a video, like a testimonial video or some sort of, we're going to be putting together like something. We're going to be putting together something which is going to be cool. So I need to have like a dozen things. It's like like those videos you see on late night TV or whatever. Like, whatever. I took this thing and I took this no money down real estate course and I made $50 million. That type of thing. So that is what we need. Yeah, we're gonna give it. I get something better than Lambo's. You don't want me to give away a Lambo. Lambo's gonna loses money. We're here to make money. Okay. Yeah. We want screenshots and videos, testimonial videos. Send them in. My email is down below at the video link. It's at the bottom of the description of the video description. And jm@wallstreetreporter.com. So that is Kevin. Logic is on tomorrow, 12:30 Eastern time. 12:30. I'm not crazy about these weird stocks. I mean, I don't know. Maybe we'll find something interesting. I haven't seen anything that's that. I mean, I haven't seen anything that's like that or that cheap. I mean, they're a little pricey. I don't know. I'm not a believer in a lot of these things, personally. Let's see here. Comment of the day. I'm going to give away the Mac. We're going to be giving away this Mac in the price package. Yeah. Let's see here. Fans. Oh, let's go to fans. Hang on a second. Let me go to the big screen right now. Okay, so we got CBDT. I think it's gonna shake out people right now in the next few weeks. Again, into January, we're gonna see some shakeouts. Gonna be bouncing in this range. It's probably gonna form like a flag. It's got to form a flag. It needs to shake people out, and then I think it will be once we get some transformative news. That's going to be the big move. The fans is making everybody crazy again. It's doing the usual, which is it goes up and then pulls back, and you know, so it's just making everybody crazy. So if you're following our Telegram, we called that bottom a couple times. So you would have been in at you know, around what, low 60s. Had a nice little run over here, but we're just getting started here. Again, my target on fans, 250. 250 is the target. Company is in good shape. They're going to be raising a little bit of cash here, and they got some great fundamentals. I mean, if you saw, you got to check out today's video. You got to check out the video with Scott, the CEO. Here's what's happening when these guys start getting those games, their games into the aggregators. He talks about some of that revenue model. You know, 6 figures per game per casino, and they're going to be hitting potentially hundreds of casinos. Online casino. We're talking about online casino. Oh, and they're also doing the esports in the U.S. They're the first ones to be able to do esports in the U.S. And it's going to be pretty exciting. It's going to be pretty exciting. I think though the esports betting is not the big thing just yet. I think it's going to be those games, the you know, the spinning games, which that's the real moneymaker. Beyond the meat, Frank, you're talking about I've never eaten. I'm not a. Have you eaten the Beyond the Meat, the fake meat, the protein, whatever? George, you should do the promo video now. Do it now in advance. I mean, it's already, this thing is already a 7X. Let's see. Doc. Let's take a look at Doc. Oh, let me go back to the let me go to fans. Let me look at the close-up chart. Again, these guys have some good fundamentals. The stock is gonna, you know, it's kind of consolidating right here, like everything else. And when it breaks out, it breaks out. So you had this nice run up today. It was halted for the news and the financing. So we're gonna see it bouncing around, and then it's gonna break out. So this is one of these things which is the normal pattern. When it breaks, we don't know. Could be next week. Again, I'm looking for early January as the key date, but you know, you never know. It could happen. It could happen much sooner. Let's look at Doc. I think Doc is actually getting ready now. So Doc was in that consolidation phase. Well, actually, it was in the sell-off phase for the last 2 months, basically. Retracement. I'm going to be diplomatic. I'll call it retracement, which is what it is. It was a retracement from a run. It ran from 50 cents to almost 3.50. So, $3. You expect $1. You expect it to be basically where it is right now, as a retracement, as a 50% retracement. So this is perfectly normal and very healthy for a stock. Very healthy for the doctor. I'm expecting Doc to start running now. It is actually it's been making several attempts. So here's what I like about this. It's making attempts to break out. It's making these attempts, little sell-off. So when is the breakout going to happen? I have a feeling it could happen before the end of the year. I think it could happen in the next few weeks. But again, January, I think a lot of these things will just explode. And here's the thing. I think if you guys are thinking of, getting, I'm not saying you should buy it. I would not recommend you buy anything. I'm not making those buy-sell recommendations. By the way, press the like button on the video. Subscribe to the channel. I'm going to say it again. Join the Telegram. See that thing? We got the link for the Telegram below. We are on Discord also, the Wall Street Reporter channel on Discord. And Wall Street Reporter for the latest news. All the news on these stocks is on our website, the videos, everything else, other special stuff. So what is happening with Cloud? Cloud is getting ready to run. And again, it could happen any day, like we're seeing with Logic. Logic broke out today. I've been saying it for the last couple of weeks. these things happen when they happen. But Doc at $5. You probably own a lot of Doc. I think it will be $5. I think we're going to see a $5. I think we're going to see a $7 number on Doc. That's kind of my thing. $7 on Doc by April, maybe sooner, March. If you have not seen that video, you should definitely look at it was on Tuesday, right? Tuesday, Dr. Hamza. This week has flown by fast. Also, SHG is another one. Logic, I agree. Logic is getting. I think this is the point you want. If you're going to get into Logic, this is the time to get in here. As it breaks out, and it's going to run again. $40 is my target. $40 target. Fans is going to go to the moon soon. It's very soon. Let's see here. Okay. I never mentioned any of the vegan stocks. They're not. I'm not into these. First of all, I'm just not into them. We might have something if it's like if there's like a I don't see them right just yet, but you never know, right? So Skylight is looking good. Skylight is going to be on Friday. We're going to have Prad on Friday. You do not want to miss Friday. I think it's going to be exciting. That is a breakout stock. Let's go to SHG. SHG. Again, what's the difference between these stocks? Skylight, CB, they're all going after healthcare from different angles. They're serving really different markets, so not a lot of real overlap here. And they're all really doing very different things. It's like I think cloud is kind of the really big vision with really technological transformation. It's really tech powered. It's almost like I call it the Tesla of healthcare. SHG Skylight is doing something which is a little more in the kind of a private equity model almost. These guys are real operators. They know how to get the cost savings, how to get synergies, and increase revenues organically with those synergies. So a little bit different, very different. And they're not focused on. So Skylight is not a tech play. They don't really. They do have a little bit of tech, but it's not really a tech play in the tech sector. Okay, so it looks like it's selling off here a little bit. Wow, it looks like I think we're going to see an opportunity to get in here. It might hit. It might hit a buck. It might hit a buck. It looks like it's selling off. Again, next support level is at $1.10 today. That sell off at the end of the day was not looking too pretty. So the long-term chart on Skylight looks phenomenal, but I would not be surprised if we saw sell-off here. We do need to shake people out. Not we. The market. It's the way the market works. Okay, so huge base breakout. Again, this is when we did the live stream, 50 cents. So you're basically up a double here. If you've been following our live streams, the next Superstock live stream. And again, it has to pull back. So if the break at 50 cents, so 75, 35. Yeah, I think you could go to $1 as a pullback, and then it'll build. And this thing looks to me like it's going to be a monster run. I would not be surprised if we saw SHG at $5 by March. I would not be surprised, actually. So let's see here. What do we got? Let's see what. Let me just catch up on the comments. Lottie's the full house. Lottie is back in the house. 3 million volume today. Yeah. Yeah. I think it's they get the financing. So this stuff. Yeah, this that's what's happening. It's gonna be I think it's gonna be bouncing around here. I gotta tell you, Pratt is I give him an A+. Okay, I would give Pratt an A+. And I want to see what he does in the coming few months. Oh, breaking news. Derek, I didn't even see this. Upsizing. Fans up $11 million. Oh, wow. Derek in with the breaking news. Tor Long, all these projections you make have no basis. I have to agree with you 100%. Everything we do on these chart chats, if you've been following it for the last month, it's complete BS. I'm just pulling stuff out of my ass. These things are just, but for some reason, I don't know why they seem to be consistently, there's a consistent accuracy in terms of turning points, etc. Well, also that's the way charts work. This is not well, I guess it could be science, but it's more of an art form. Reading charts is more of an art form than a science. Okay, so this is not science, and science is science quotes. Let's see here. Fans. Yeah, fans. Breaking news. I'm the last to know. They don't tell me anything. Let me see. Did I get any? No, they give me no information. So that's impressive. Yeah, because Scott was busy today. He only had he was 30. The guys, I think he only had 30 minutes on that call. He had to get off. So that must have been it. So it's probably somebody here watching. They liked it. They liked that live stream so much they put an order in for $5 million. Let's look at ICANN. Here's another sneaky stock. This is a very sneaky stock. It is sneaking up on everybody. It just keeps climbing. It just kind of does this. This is like your classic. I mean, really, I gotta say, this is like your classic uptrend, trend follower stock. It's climbing this, let's call it the wall of worry in bull markets. I mean, this thing just keeps climbing. It does little pullbacks. It goes higher. They had some great news. He's going to be on tomorrow also. Brandon. They got some interest. They got the machines that rolls the joints, so you don't have to roll joints yourself, like your grandfather. It's going to be pretty exciting, and they own the technology now. So what that means is they can do some deals. They can I don't know, license, do all sorts of stuff. Yeah, I mean, this thing could be $2, before you know it. So it's looking very good. Let's see here. I'm going to put up the YouTube. I'm going to put a Telegram. We should have actually a lot more subscribers on our we're going to close the Telegram channel very soon. I mean, close to new members or whatever, because I don't want to have too many people on there. But that is Telegram. Let's see. So ICANN FCO covered. Let's see. The Visby. Oh no, I'm going to save Visby for last. Cabin. Yeah, we should look at Cabin here. Yeah, Cabin. Have you noticed a lot of these charts look familiar? A lot of these are looking the same. So we got the pop, we got the consolidation. Again, this tripled in 2 days. Okay, here's a stock that tripled in 2 days. and the pullback as per schedule comes in, and now we got a little bit of a consolidation. But I'll tell you what, I like the way the cabin is hanging out here. This is, you would normally, when you see that type of a massive spike and like out of nowhere, this thing has legs. It's not going away. This is impressive. So I think that we could see some action. Let's look at a 10-day chart. Yeah, this thing is looking good here. We're forming like a little flag here. We're forming like a little flag, I think. You got bottoming happening here. And as let me see here, as what's the guy said? As that guy said, who was the guy that said, yeah, I have no basis for making these claims. This is just, I'm just pulling stuff out of my ass. There's no, this is just, I'm just picking stuff out of the air, this is, you should, told him you should press the dislike button multiple times. Yeah, so basically, Cabin is building a little ledge here to jump to the next level. That's what I think is happening. I can't prove it. There's no science here. There's not a science as to this is an art form. I'm like the Picasso of charts. I'm like Picasso circa 1960s. So it's sort of like the later, more looser style, where it doesn't give a shit. Just it's just for fun. Hit the dislike button 3 times. You got it at Cabin. Hey, I can't tell you I can't make buy sell recommendations. I would say you want to be patient here. I believe we will see a break above those levels and up from there. We do have again, my reason for getting Cabin featured on our program. And again, I get approached by dozens of companies, like I don't know. I don't want to say not dozens a week, but a lot of companies approach me a week, and I'm very, very picky with who I choose. I put Cabin on the program because I believe that the guy's going after a real huge opportunity. It's too big to ignore, and if they just get a little bit of traction, it will be transformational for the stock. So it doesn't need to be. It doesn't need to be a massive traction in terms of revenues right away. They just need to show a little bit of success. They just need to show a little bit, and then the market will jump on that. They're going to extrapolate from that. So I'm looking at it from the psychology, from the perception of what other investors. So look, to me, these stocks are like a beauty contest. Okay, it's like a beauty contest. Everybody. If you're judging a beauty contest, you pick the girl whoever you think everybody else is gonna like, the blonde, whatever. It's everybody has different taste. So I like the more exotic girl. I want like the Asian girl, right? the Thai or the Filipino. So. But the blonde is going to win the beauty contest. There's no question, right? So you want to bet on where the market is going. I want to bet on where the puck. I want to be where the puck is heading. I'm not chasing after the puck. I want to be where the puck is heading. I think if these guys get some traction a little bit, this thing could explode. So again, I think if you got in at 36, you were, I believe, you were chasing it. Yeah, it popped, and that was really now you kind of have to hang on here to see what happens. Trust the process. Cabin up multiple pumps and dumps. No, I know that the CEO has had some big run-ups with stocks in the past. I wouldn't call them pumps and dumps. Look, what's interesting is a lot of these micro cap guys, right? And we've had you have some of these guys that they're just like they're like big idea guys, and they're entrepreneurial. And they go after big opportunities. And if you get in at the right time, you can ride that wave, right? So I believe that David is going to ride that wave, and I think this could be a $2 stock very quickly, right? Or at least a dollar stock, right? We got in at 10 cents, 15 cents, let's call it. So I would say $1.50 is reasonable, right? Cabin is serious, yeah. Okay, let's see here. Okay, so Cabin, we got, what do we look at? We looked at, I'm going to pull up the VSB chart right now, and I think we're going to close out on the VSB here. We're going to close out with a bang right here. Here we go. Here is the big bang. Okay, so we introduced the VSB right here at approximately, let's call it 15 cents. 15 cents. This is the classic chart right here. We introduced VSB on our program over 15 cents. It might have been 17 cents back in, when was it? Mid-October. And they had a little bit of a run up, and then it was kind of hanging out. It was kind of, which is what happens a lot of times. Actually, a lot of the good stocks, they don't just go up right away. They kind of, there's a bit of a buy, then there's a sell-off, and sure enough, again, we want stocks at that inflection point in their growth. And if you look at the VSB news, they're obviously hitting it. You look at some of the deals they're signing in Latin America, the opportunity that they're going after, it's pretty big. Pretty big opportunity here. What is this? Are you mad? No, I'm single. Are you a good-looking girl? No, I'm looking for like a nice 27-year-old. 27 is a good age for me. Yeah, it's like, a third my age, I think, is the ideal. Feature. Oh, Kevin Wang, you trying to do a super anything from Malaysia? Why, what time is it in Malaysia? Must have got to be like 6 in the morning. You can send cash. It's okay. You send us the Malaysian, the ringgit. Okay, this thing is looking impressive here. So we had a big run up, 15 cents to 70 cents. Yeah, 71 cents. What is that? That's 5x? No, wait. I can't do my math. Somebody help me. Is that 4x? 4x? 5. It's a nice run. Let's see here. These are, I'm showing the Canadian. Yeah, I'm showing the Canadians right now. Only because that's a lot of those are big. Let's see here. Let's see here. Let the company growth move the stock, not the bumps. I agree. Look, what's happening is these things develop. Sometimes the stock gets ahead, sometimes it lags. I like to get in when the stock is lagging the fundamentals, and I think that's what's happening here. So let's see here. George, when the corona went to Kiev, I haven't been in Kiev since 2005. I'm not really. Yeah, I guess everybody likes the opposite. I'm not really into the blondes. I like more exotic. I like more Asian girl. I don't think I've been with a non-Asian girl in many years. So it's let's see. We don't have any. I'm really very disappointed. There is no female fan base here. There's no female fan base here. It's like, I'm looking at I get the demographics here that YouTube gives me. It's like 97% male. Well, for 70% in Canada, it's pretty funny. I do like that. That is why I haven't been in Vancouver also in a long times. Um, but yeah, that is a good place. So okay, so let's see here. Let's get back to serious matters here. Visby looking amazing. Visby is looking amazing. This is a beautiful setup. This is a beautiful setup here. I think this chart looks to me better than any supermodel. Yeah, I would say so. This chart is like this. I would say this chart is a solid 10 right here. Let's look at the 10-day chart. Wow. Wow, look at that. That's an impressive looking chart. This is looking this is looking good. This is looking good. This thing I think is going to break out here, and I mean, this thing could run to $1. And this thing can go crazy, actually. I think Visby can go crazy. Let's see it. We got a lot of stuff happening here. Yeah, so this is looking good. Visby is set up for a big move. I hope it does not move too much too quick. Yeah, I didn't look at the chart today. This is my first time looking at the chart right now. So again, every day these things change. So yeah, this thing is looking really good. I would not be. I think it's going to break. I think it's going to hit a new high tomorrow. But we could see a little bit of consolidation. In the 70, 80 cent range. I would not be surprised. This is a pretty good looking chart. It's running without big gaps. I mean, this is a pretty solid looking chart. They have, yeah, listen, the fundamentals on Visby are looking really good. They're looking very good. I think that, we're seeing that pipeline of news developing. So, yeah. Doctor, yeah. Hey, yeah, this is absolute. Listen, when you say trying people's pay, it's trying people who are impatient, who are like, they're not investors. They're like, they want to get in and out for yeah. Doc is all these stocks. You want to, we're looking for 10 baggers here. Really, you want to get that 10X. Normally, it takes about 10 months for that to happen. Normally, with our kind of, in our universe of everything lining up, it should take about 10 months. So I think that Doc is doing everything exactly. It's following the normal pattern. I mean, these things all vary a little bit. They have variations that might pop, and and the same thing is happening with a lot of these other stocks. They're going to yeah, you guys have to have patience. If you want to make money, you got to be patient. I love this comment. Moon by noon. This is going to be, we're going to have to use that. We're going to have to use that as the hashtag. Logic is not available in Canada. It will be. It's going to be on the NEO soon, and then it will be moon by noon. That's what I think. You know what? Look, when I mean, that's their plan is to go on NEO. They're going to do an IPO in Canada, so they're going to raise money, get some institutional money coming into that stock. And I really think that Logic is that really is a great Canadian institutional story. And what I like about it is that if it's on NEO, it's in Canada, they don't have as much competition as on NASDAQ, so that they get more eyeballs on it. And that's going to create demand in the stock. Then it'll get It takes time. Yeah, everybody wants instant profits. Yeah. That's not how it works. This is not how it works. It takes 10 months. If you want to make 10x, you want to make the big money, you got to be patient. If you want to make 100x, it might take a couple of years, a few years. So do you want to be in and out, in and out? And the problem is trading in and out, not being patient. Once you get out of a stock, it's very difficult to get back in because, are you going to pay more than what you got in originally? Very difficult psychologically. And when it's below, it's hard. It's once you get into a stock, you want to, in my opinion, you kind of want to hang on and then maybe take some profits. If it goes up 5x, 10x, yeah, take your principal out, let the rest run. Ross Arnold killing it. Instant profits. Yeah, listen, right now things are very good. And look, I really believe that, I think I expect things to continue at this pace. I mean, not, doubling in a day. I mean, every day for the next 10 years. Yeah, we're gonna have some good stuff happening. Ross, what you should do is send in a video. I want to test. I want a video testimonial. You owe me a video testimonial. Send it into the email below. It's in the description. Jam@Wall Street Reporter. Send me like a thing saying that whatever. We're going to use that in our marketing. Buying dips is difficult. Wow. This guy's got the full slate. ICANN. Yeah, ICANN is not a stressful stock. That's funny. It's a very relaxing. It's like having I don't know, chamomile tea or something. It's not the Red Bull. It's just a nice trend, and then it might just go. You never know. Something might happen. It would just go parabolic. I don't know. Let's see here. Ben Baker up 90%. Ben, you've been on the live chats a lot. You better send in the testimonial video. I think I saw, aren't you some video guy or something? I want to see a video saying, I've made 5,000% with the Wall Street Reporter stocks. Nick is making killing. Spirit of the future. Buying dips, yeah, it's not easy. Hey, this game is not easy. Yeah, hold for you, exactly. Yeah, so this is, look, does Warren Buffett day trade? No. Does Warren Buffett do swing trading for 2 days to make 30%, 100%? No, he doesn't do that. The guy's in for the long game, and he is doing very well. Not happening. Okay, 75%. Okay, fun. So fans and Doc. Yeah, I think these are two. That's actually interesting. That's an interesting setup. Two good long-term. I think these stocks, over the next like 6 months, you're going to see, like we talked about, you're going to see activity here. Dwight turned 1,500 into 5K. Impressive. Which stocks are you in? Which stocks, Dwight? Send in that video. Send in that testimonial video. Email is down below. Yeah, Doc is gonna break out. It could be any day. We're just like waiting. It's a question of if, not excuse. It's a question of when, not if. When, not if. Yeah, no. The 100-bagger. Look, when I say 100-bagger, that is a bit of hyperbole. Candidly, 10-bagger, 15, 20x is reasonable. Again, my sort of target for Doc is like $5, $7. I think that's going to be where we could see Doc in the next couple months. Okay, 60 fans. Wow. It's big risk taker. Liu Kang, you're letting Doc go. The This is classic, by the way. This is absolutely classic. So this is, listen, a lot of people are feel the same way with a lot of these stocks. They think, oh, I can't, I'm holding this and these other things are running, and oh my God. What happens is the moment you sell, that's when the stock starts running, and then the stocks you buy, those kind of tank. I mean, it's not, you know, I'm not saying you, it's just the way it works. That's the way the market works. Let's see here. Okay. That said, let's see. We got live streams this week. I'm going to wrap it up here. Let me just put up this thing here. TenBaggers only. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Press the like button. Join our Telegram. Join Discord. We're in Discord. WallStreetReporter.com. Thank you, everybody, for the super chats. And we got tomorrow Logic 12:30. ICANN 1 o'clock. CRVC, Cross River Ventures, and Cabin starting at 2:30 Eastern time. And so we got 4 companies one day. Big day tomorrow. Friday, we got Skyline Health, SHG. And what else is happening? And next week, we're going to have some more. So that said, again, thank you, everybody. Open Heavens. Donation of $20.99. I don't want to say donation. I say contribution, because you know, I'm not begging for coins here like a guy. This is we're gonna do something. We're gonna use this toward proceeds towards the Vancouver event or something. You know what? Actually, what we're gonna do is all the super chat donations. I'm going to. There was an Indian guru, the Bhagwan Rajneesh, in the 80s. You got to look this up on the internet. The Bhagwan Rajneesh, he opened he had like a bit of a cult in Oregon. He had like thousands of followers, and they all bought him Rolls Royces. He had like 100 Rolls Royces. This is no joke. Look this guy up in Oregon. And so yeah, I want to have a fleet of Rolls Royces. They're going to be all parked, like, you know, that's what we're going to do with all the super chat. Those $1.99, $2 donations. That's the guy, Osho. So we're gonna have like a whole fleet of these rolls, all from the super chat donations here. Perfect. Okay, we're gonna have some exciting things happening this week. Thank you, everybody, for joining today's live stream. We'll see you tomorrow.